Hello my friends, and welcome back to another video and to my kitchen. My name is Amanda, and in today's video we are turning this dried elderberries into this. We are going to be making some homemade elderberry syrup, which can very easily be made plant-based if you choose. Traditionally, elderberry syrup is made with honey to sweeten, and you can very easily swap that out with date syrup. So I will leave instructions to do both options in the description box below. But there is a lot of benefits to elderberry syrup. You can use it for health, you can use it for pancakes, whatever you really want. I'm not a dietitian or a health expert by any means, so I will leave some information in the description box below if you're interested in doing some research. But it's something that I like to consume, especially in the colder months, and I thought I would bring you along. So without further ado, let's get started. So like I mentioned, for this recipe, we're going to need dried elderberries, water, cinnamon sticks, whole cloves, real ginger, and honey or date syrup. First thing we're going to do is add our filtered water into a pot, followed by our dried elderberries, our cinnamon sticks, our whole cloves, some ginger, which I just kind of chopped up into big chunks just so it can kind of infuse into the liquid as it reduces. Add that all into a pot. Bigger the better, just to be safe. I definitely should have used a bigger pot here, but I think it turned out just fine. Give everything a little bit of a stir and then bring to a boil, watching carefully, and then cover, reduce the heat to low. Give it a stir every once in a while just to make sure nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pan, and let this simmer until the liquid has reduced by about half or 2/3, really. I mean, just suit your fancy. So I let it go for about an hour, and then once it is done, pour that concoction through a metal sieve into a giant bowl, and then wear gloves, I recommend, because this stuff does stain. Pick out the big chunks. So the cinnamon sticks, you could see they opened up a lot from the simmering, the chunks of ginger, and then just kind of press the elderberries into the sieve to get as much liquid out as possible. Alternatively, you could use a nut milk bag here to squeeze everything through, but I just couldn't be bothered to do that, so I just used my hand and a small jar to press all the juices out of the elderberries. And then I did end up straining this again through some cheesecloth, which you could also do with a nut milk bag, just to get out any sediment. And I will leave links to all of the stuff I'm using in the description box below. You can also use ground spices for this, but I really liked this version with the whole spices, the whole ginger, the whole cinnamon, and whole cloves. It really does cut down on the sediment and makes like the clarity of this just so much better. I really enjoyed it this way. And then after it is cool to the touch and you strain it, you're going to add in your sweetener. To make this completely vegan, use date syrup, or you can use honey. I am using local honey that I had purchased from the farmer's market. This is like the only application that I'm still consuming honey. And then once that has cooled again, you're just going to put it into jars and store that into the refrigerator for about 3 months or so. And just be careful when you're working with this, because the syrup can stain surfaces and clothes. So I do recommend wearing gloves and an apron and wiping up any spills rather quickly to prevent staining on the counter. So I hope you guys enjoy. All right, my friends, that is a wrap for today's video. We made 3 delicious bottles of elderberry syrup that we can enjoy. We're going to keep that in the fridge, and it'll stay pretty good in the fridge, I would say, for about 3 months or so. I did double the batch because I plan on giving some away, as I had mentioned in the voiceover, but it's just a nice thing to have on hand for that little immune boost, or it's just a nice ritual like to do. Like when I get home from work, I take some elderberry syrup, and it just feel like I'm doing something good for myself. So I thank you guys for sticking around till the end of this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and check out some of my other content. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and sharing with your friends. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye for now.